All right, time to send things back out to Damon on this Thirsty Thursday. His favorite day of the week has hit the wine merchant in Olivet, sharing some wines that pair well with the coolness that fall brings.
So Damon, what cozy suggestions do you have?
Well, that's where class kicks in because we're going to learn what hints at fall. So, Jason, what notes should we be paying attention to in our wines that give fall vibes?
So I like wines with a little more earthiness. You know, you get some sort of like dried leaves, maybe some baking spice, wonderful notes like this, things that kind of put you in mind of fall cuisine, fall smells. And so when I look for these in wines, I'm always tasting, right? That's if you want to be better at wine, you just got to taste a lot. And so let's taste some wine.
Let's taste some wine. Now, this wine that we have in our glass right now is very special because it has a local tie.
It does. I met Mara a while ago, and she is a winemaker at Hamill Family in Sonoma, but she's from Webster Groves. We never knew each other when we were kids, but we grew up right down the street from each other. How funny is that? And now she is the winemaker at a really brilliant property in Sonoma up in an area called Moon Mountain.
Okay, so let's jump in. What should I be paying attention to here when I take my sip of this?
Right. So, you know, the first thing you want to do is get your nose in there. Get a good smell. You know, you get some pretty dark fruit aromas, but you also get like these wonderful sort of like, you know, spice and all these wonderful flavors and aromatics. This wine is primarily Cabernet Sauvignon. There's a little bit of Merlot and some things like that. And what I also love about this wine that really speaks to me about fall wines is notice the kind of powdery tannins, the mouth drying quality that the wine has that really just makes you feel like pouring a glass of red wine in the cooler weather.
Okay, let's have a go.
Let's do it.
I think I took a huge gulp there.
That's how you do it.
That was the only way to do it. This is
Yeah.
actually I'm paying attention to the dryness here.
Yeah.
And it's very, very good. If we didn't want to go red, give me one white.
Right. So for white wines in the fall, I love France's Rhone Valley. I think they use a spectrum of grapes that no one's ever heard of them. A lot of them are hard to pronounce, but the end result is wines with like some richness. They're not quite as minerally and acidic, which we would prize when it's hot out, you know, so they're just a little more rich, and that's great for fall weather.
Okay, so again, what I love about here is not only do you get to come and buy some wine, you can come in here and take some classes. Tell me where you're located and when they're free tastings.
So every Saturday, noon to 4, we do a free wine tasting. It is spectacular. We are at 9200 Olive at the intersection of Olive and Price Road. And this Saturday, we're featuring Bedrock wines and loads of other from my most recent trip from California.
There we go. Sending it back to you all. Happy Thirsty Thursday.
Happy Thirsty
Yes.
Thursday.
Cheers indeed. All right, friends.